It's the magic of math here, and today we're going to be using angle facts to solve math problems. Here's our question today. This question has 4 parts. We have 3 lines that intersect to form 6 angles. The measures in degrees of some of the angles are represented by expressions as shown in this diagram. So we have this diagram. Here's part A. Based on the diagram, write an algebraic equation that can be used to find the value of x, and you need to show or explain how you got your answer. So I'm going to have you pause the video now, solve part A, and come back and hit play when you're done. Welcome back. So we are going to write an algebraic equation that we could use to find the value of x. So we go over to our diagram, and here is our x. It's actually a term 5x, 5 multiplied by x. So this angle right here is equal to x times 5. So we're tasked with writing an algebraic equation to solve for x. So when I look at this diagram, I can see this straight line right here, and it makes a straight angle. So these 3 angles together make a straight angle. A straight angle, all those angles added up together have to be 180 degrees because a straight angle measures 180 degrees. So we know that 5x and then this square right here means that's a right angle or 90 degrees, and then we have 40 degrees. So 5x plus 90 plus 40 will equal 180. And that's your equation. Let's move on to part B. Part B says use your equation from part A to determine the value of x. And then you're going to show or explain how you got your answer. So I'm going to bring forward our equation from part A, and I'm going to ask you to pause, solve for x, and then come back and hit play to check your work. Welcome back. So once again, we're going to use this equation from part A, and we're going to solve for x. So I see my x term over here, but I have 2 like terms. These are 2 like constant terms. So before I can solve for x, I need to combine these like terms. So 90 plus 40 is 130. So 5x plus 130 equals 180 is an equivalent equation to this first one we wrote. Now we want to isolate this variable term, so we're going to do the inverse of add 130, which would be to subtract 130. And whatever I do to the left side, I must also do to the right side of an equation. 130 subtract 130 creates a 0 pair. So we're left with just 5x on the left, and then 180 subtract 130 is 50. So 5x equals 50. Now we want to solve for x, so we want to do the inverse of multiply by 5, which would be to divide by 5. And I have to do the same to both sides. 5 divided by 5 is 1, leaving me 1x or x, and 50 divided by 5 is 10. So we know that the value of x here is 10. Here's part C. Based on the diagram, write an algebraic equation that can be used to find the value of y. Show or explain how you got your answer. So once again, go ahead and pause, write your equation to find the value of y, and then come back and hit play. Welcome back. So as I look over at my diagram, I know that I'm going to be writing an algebraic equation for y. So here's where y is. Y is right here. So I can see that I have just these 2 intersecting lines I want to look at, because I can see if I just highlight these that we have 3y plus 1, and it is a vertical angle to 40 degrees. We know that vertical angles are opposite each other when 2 lines intersect, and they are congruent to each other. So we know that 3y plus 1 needs to be equal to 40, and there's our equation. Here's part D. We're going to use your equation from part C to determine the value of y, and you're asked to show or explain how you got your answer. So let's bring forth our equation from part C. You're going to pause here, solve for y, and then come back to check your work. Welcome back. So now we're going to solve for y. So we are going to use that equation and find that value of y. In our equation, here's our variable term. We want to isolate this. So the inverse of add 1 would be to subtract 1. We need to do that from both sides. Again, this is a 0 pair, leaving me 3y on the left, and 40 subtract 1 is 39. The inverse of multiply by 3 to solve for y would be to divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, or 1y, leaving me y. 39 divided by 3 is 13. So we know that y is equal to 13. So thank you for joining me today to talk about straight angles and vertical angles and use these angle facts to solve a problem. That's the magic of math, where we continue to master math one video at a time. I hope you'll come back soon and have a great day.